A very warm welcome to all of you to Self Selection Board, a one step towards uniform. मेरा नाम है शुभम वार्ष्णे और आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं मेरे इंटरव्यू के बारे में। इनका नाम है कमांडर चकपाणी साहब। कमांडर चकपाणी साहब अभी मेरा रियल लाइव इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करने वाले हैं आपके सामने। अब जो चक्रपाणी साहब है उन्होंने भोपाल बोर्ड और बेंगलुरु बोर्ड दोनों में सर्व किया है, वो इंडियन नेवी के बोर्ड में, मतलब नेवल सिलेक्शन बोर्ड में। इसके साथ अभी वो क्रैक एसडी मास्टर क्लास में सर्व कर रहे हैं और वहां पर वो स्काइप पर ऑनलाइन मतलब इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करते हैं जो कि डिस्टेंस स्टूडेंट होते हैं, जो नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते कोचिंग, उनकी मदद के लिए। अब क्या हुआ, जब मैं चकपाणी सर से फोन पे बात कर रहा था तो चकपाणी सर ने कहा, शुभम यार तुम क्या चाहते हो? मैंने कहा सर आप मेरा इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट कर लो। मैंने कहा शुभम देखो तुम हो रिपीटर और मैं रिपीटर करता हूँ इंटरव्यू बहुत ही टफ। अब भाई तेरा खुद का चैनल भी तू देख ले, तू क्या चाहता है? मैंने कहा सर जैसे आप कंडक्ट करते हो आप वैसे ही कंडक्ट करो, वी विल सी कि क्या होगा। जो फीडबैक आएगा वो हम देखना चाहेंगे और वो कहीं ना कहीं प्रोडक्टिव रहेगा। तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है शुभम चलो शुरू करते हैं फिर। तो यहाँ पर जो आप चक्रपाणी सर है मेरा लाइव इंटरव्यू, रियल लाइव इंटरव्यू करेंगे। और उससे पहले मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूंगा, वो है मार्किंग सिस्टम। देखो जो असेसर होता है चाहे जीटीओ साइको या आयो हो, उसके पास ना 225 मार्क्स होते हैं देने के लिए एक डिफेंस एस्पिरेंट को। और उसमें से अगर उसे किसी एस्पिरेंट को पास करना है, किसी भी डिफेंस एस्पिरेंट को पास करना है, तो उसको 90 मार्क्स देने होंगे मिनिमम। तो जैसे ही आपने 90 मार्क्स लिए तो आप पास हो जाएंगे उस असेसर के द्वारा, चाहे वो जीटीओ साइको या आईओ हो। इसका मतलब 40% मार्क्स आपको चाहिए। तो आप जब जीटीओ आईओ या साइक के मार्क्स में प्लस करूंगा तो वो आएंगे 270 अगर मिनिमम ले रहा हूं तो मैं, और टोटल होगा 675 अगर 225 को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूं तो मैं। तो यहाँ पर टोटल पास के लिए इतना है। अब मैं आपसे ये चाहता हूं कि जब आप मेरा रियल लाइव इंटरव्यू देखो तो आप मुझे असेस करें एज एन आईओ और 225 मार्क्स में से आप मुझे मार्क्स दें कमेंट सेक्शन में। अब हम शुरुआत करते हैं अपने इंटरव्यू के साथ, जो कि अब चकपाणी सर मेरा लेंगे।
Good morning, Shubham.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
So, Shubham, how is the day today?
That is an excellent, and how's yours sir?
My day is fine, Shubham. Tell me, what did you eat at breakfast today?
Sir, today I missed the breakfast sir.
Interesting. And why on earth did you miss the breakfast?
Sir, actually, I have to make sure that my outfits are in a complete shape. So I have to make sure that, therefore, I have missed the breakfast because there's a huge line there, sir. And I have an interview today, so I make sure of it, sir.
Very good. Why was this not done yesterday night?
Sir, I did, sir. But a cross check is important because at the last moment, anything can happen, sir. I have a two outfit. The one outfit is already destroyed during my journey, sir.
Okay, so where were you joining from?
I start my journey from Pune, sir.
Excellent. So tell me something about Pune, Shubham.
So Pune is a very sizzling city, sir. It is known as the education hub, and the 50% of the foreign students come to Pune to study, sir. With that, there are different defense institute, which are very prominent in Pune, sir, like Indian National Defense Institute, I mean National Defense Academy, sir. Where there is also an Defense Institute of Technology, sir. With there is also an AFMC, sir, Armed Force Medical College, sir. And with that, there are many prominent organizations also there, sir. DRDO is there, Defense Research Development Organization, sir. BEL is there, Bharat Electronics Limited, sir. And with that,
okay, so what does BEL do, Shubham?
so BEL is a public sector company which take care of the manufacturing of the goods. Manufacturing of the equipments needed for the armed forces, basically, sir.
What equipment?
So, for example, I have seen, because BEL is near to my home, sir. I have seen the tanks to be parked in front of BEL, sir.
So BEL makes tanks?
I'm sure there's some equipment because Bharat Electronics Limited means they do something regarding electronics. So means that in the tanks, the electronics part need to be repaired or manufactured and installed in the tank, sir.
Okay. So can you name one electronic equipment in the tank?
No, sir. I do not have that deep knowledge about the tank, that what equipment is used, sir.
Okay. Can you name one equipment that BEL manufactures?
No, sir. I do not have idea what, sir.
Okay. Not a problem. So Shubham, you're in Pune for how long now?
Sir, it's last from 6 years, 4-year BTech plus 2 years job, sir.
2 years job. What job are you doing, Shubham?
So I like to correct over here. It's 1.5 year job, sir. 6 months I did my mechanical design engineering course. So I did a job, sir, so mechanical design engineer, sir, in the DM Discipline India Limited, sir.
Okay. So tell me about your job. How do you like it? Who your boss is, and what are your relationships with your colleagues in the job?
So starting about my job, as I told you about my profession, I work in a dam display limited where my manager is Mahesh sir. Mahesh sir is very cooperative over there, and the job is satisfactory. But somewhat, my aim first is to join armed forces, so therefore I'm here, sir. And with that, I like to also tell about the conditions also satisfactory over there. The excitement and teamwork is also there, which always keep the high Josh high to do the work, sir.
Okay, so what does your job entail, and what is your salary there?
So Intel, I do not understand. What is the Intel, sir?
Entail, what does it? What does your job contain?
Okay,
What is
about
the
my
job description? What work do you do? How do you add value as far as your job is concerned?
okay.
And how do you go about adding that value?
Okay, adding the value about my job is that as I told, mechanical design engineer. So I basically work with those clients which need a gondola or wallway. Gondola wallway you have basically seen on airports and malls, which is used for display of the different kind of products, whether it is cosmetic or a mobile like Apple, Samsung, and other. So we take care of that display so that it look aesthetically good and seems like costly basically. So we take care of that thing, sir. And over there, as I am SUL over there, SUL means squad, yeah, squad leader, sir. So being a squad leader, my job is over there is to take care of my juniors. They are interns or freshers,
How
and
many juniors do you have?
so I have a three. Basically, I have a squad of three.
Who are they?
The one is intern, two are freshers, sir.
And what are their names?
So their name is the Sita. Sita is there, sir. Sita Gaikwad. Then after that, there's Deepak Sharma is there, sir. And the last one is Arijit, sir.
Last one is
Arijit, sir.
Arijit.
Ji.
Okay. And what are your relationship with all three of them?
Sir, I have to keep little formal over there because I'm somewhat a senior. But of the when there's a parties over there, then we are just friends.
Okay. Continue.
Sir, I'm really sorry. I'll list the last question which you have said, sir.
Okay. I had asked you about your salary, about your boss, your relationship with your boss, some more details about your work.
Okay, I will continue over there, sir. I'm really sorry I missed that, sir. Sir, talking about my salary, sir, my salary is 1,13,000 per month, sir. With that, as I told about my job, I mean, my boss is Mahesh, sir. He's my manager directly. And in between, there's a TL also, sir. And TL is, the name is again Arijit. One of the juniors' name is also Arijit, sir. So with that, working as I told my about my job is one particular my job is that I have to take care of my juniors, and
Give
I
me an instance in which you had a difference of opinion with your juniors
hmm.
and a difference of opinion with your boss, and how did you address that?
Okay, so the first interactions always happen with my juniors, and I have to make sure that we come to the common consensus. We listen to the different opinion, which is important for the better design, because we have to make sure that the cost of a design should be as cheap as possible, because the more profit we will make. And after getting details in that, if we come to the common conclusion, then we move to the seniors. If their seniors has some conflict, then we take their opinion, and there's a need of redesign, we do that and come out with a better answer, sir. I mean, better solution of design, sir.
Shubham, I asked you, give me an instance of one disagreement you had with your juniors and one disagreement you had with your boss.
Okay. So
Give me a
disagree.
specific exam instance.
Okay. The specific example is of that is of L'Oreal, sir. L'Oreal was one of the most prominent customer of ours, and where there is a demand of doing that project instantly, means we have only 1 week clock is there. That if we did that project, then it is L'Oreal will going to be our long-term partner, because we are chasing him for a very long time. And the design me and my squad has made is not up to the mark according to my seniors, and that was a conflict between me, team leader, and manager. And what we already waste 3 days, so already 3 days were left. Now the time is that I have to convince them that this is fine, but they said that we can make it more cheaper. The more cheaper it is, the L'Oreal will be the more loyal customer of ours, and we have to then okay, then I decide ki okay, we have to spend some more time, and we do some brainstorming over there with my squad, and we come up with the solution. And finally, after doing some overtime after our regular hours, we submit our project on Sunday, and after our final presentation, our boss get agree about that this is the perfect project which we are seeking. And on the fifth day, the manufacturing has started. I mean, sorry, on the fourth day afternoon, manufacturing started, and by fifth day evening,
How did you bring down the price?
how did I bring the price? So it's very simple that there is a MDF is there, medium density fiber wood is there. So what we have did that we have decreased the medium density fiber wood from the back side of the wallway. By their simple, we give a support of it so that do not get bent. Actually, wallway is of around 4 to 5 meter length. So it's like a shelf over there. So if the shelf do not have a support, it will get bent. So therefore, I decide to give a little strip support at every short distance. That's how it happens, sir.
So basically, you cut corners, is it?
Not corners. I put the gaps over there. The more the gaps are there, the better will be the solution. The better will be the support, sir.
So you mean to say a complete wooden backing, MDF backing versus a backing with strips. The backing with strips is stronger.
Sir, yes, because the product time, I mean time for use is only 1 year. After 1 year, the our client throw it away. They do not use it because every year some other products come and they have to need a new shelf, new design, new customized things. So medium density fibers are used in such a manner that their life is of
So
1 year.
why did you not use low density fiber?
So medium density fiber are more cheaper. First of all, they are powder compound, and plus if we use low density, there's a one thing that we do not get same composition. There's a powder metallurgy is used in medium density fibers.
Okay.
And sir, coming back to the one differences you find with my juniors, sir. Well, as such, it didn't happen, but one small instance happened. One intern has come. He's genius, I must say. He's a genius. The name is Arijit, as I told you. And Arijit was like he said, we can do this, and he was some he come with a Creo 3.0. We basically use Creo 2.0. So we come up that if we use Creo 3.0, then that software that can increase our speed, and we do not need to use mouse. We can use shortcut keys to do that. And that guy has did the project in within that 2 day project in just 1 day, and I was shocked. Like, oh, wow. But the conflict was there that the design he made was too complex to manufacture, and that I have to convince him, and he's not ready to that we can do it. He was adamant about it. So I simplify it by reverse engineering. By reverse engineering, he understood that yes, it can't be manufactured. If it manufactured, it will cost us too much, sir. That's just
So
the
what
mistake, sir.
happened after that?
He convinced, and we made a new design which is more simplifier, sir, and he did, and in much shorter time, sir.
Okay, supposing Arijit was not convinced and he insisted on his design going through, what would you do?
I use some other way, sir, because I cannot put a loss of money over there, sir, of a company. If the profit margin is less, then surely there's a company loss. We have to make margin of profit as much high
So
as
what is more
possible.
important, the company loss or your subordinate's ego?
Sir, support, first of all, ego should not be there between two of us. That must be more important. And the company loss cannot be tolerated because we have to take care of the company.
Okay, you tried and told Arijit he doesn't agree.
Hmm. Okay,
He
don't worry.
says, no, my design is very easily doable. I can manufacture it and show you.
Okay, no problem. We will do a prototype. Prototype can be manufactured within a day, and
You
we will
don't have
give.
time. You yourself said this is day 4. Day 6 you have to give it.
Okay,
Manufacture prototype takes 3 days.
okay.
Your own prototype department says I need 3 days to work.
Hmm. No, no problem. We use Answer software over there. The Answer software will help us the what kind of stress is happening and how complex it is to manufacture, sir.
Okay, your answer software is located where? On a server?
No, it's not. Well, the one PC is there which has answers, and one guy is there who take answers,
Great. So when you're on that answer software and the PC, you're working on it, the PC crashes. The hard disk is crashed.
sir. Okay, okay. No problem, sir. Even then, what we will do is that we will divide the component in the four parts. Mean the we as we are the four members in a squad. So what the squad people will do that divide the component into the more
Your
simplified.
boss now tells you, Mahesh, tells you, I need Sita for specific work, and you don't have Sita anymore.
Okay, now we were left just three people over there. Then that's not a big very problem. Not a very big problem, sir. Um, Again, I will do the same strategy of dividing a component into a small part. Now the work will be little more, but it will not be that more because that component
Okay, it is
hardly.
now got to midnight on day 4,
Mhm.
and there has been absolutely no progress. You took a review and you find there is no progress at all.
Okay.
All of them are left holding their heads except for Mr. Arijit, who is now shouting and saying that you guys are out to destroy my idea.
Well, sir, again, there is no issue. The company has to go on with the new ideas, and it should be. We have to accept it if there is something which is more good. But as the Arijit part is complex over here, then again, I'm sure the meanwhile I was not sitting. Surely have some design over there, whether a rough design on a paper. I will show it with that.
That design you've done, your analysis software has crashed, your PC is gone, you had one team member is missing, you have three team members there, and plus including you obviously, and now one of your team member, the key person, Mr. Arijit, is shouting, "You people are out to destroy my career and my project," and that is why all this is happening. You had a vested interest. The crash was engineered by you people.
Okay, so we're going to do two things because one product can be used for two different clients also. So we will manufacture both of them. The one will be taken as a prototype which can be used many times for a different kind of products which can be
Your
used.
prototype is not getting manufactured.
No,
You've been
so
made no progress in the entire day. Half the day is gone.
I agree with that, sir. So if the Arijit need to want to develop that product, then there's a development team is there who take care of such things which can be done. If there's some we think that there's a possibility of it, the development team will take care of Arijit thing, and I will line up with the
Okay, you
manufacturing
sent
team.
Arijit to the development team at midnight of day
Yeah.
4.
Hmm.
Day 6, your client L'Oreal is going to come.
G.
Will Arijit's product be ready? Your development team needs 3 clear days.
See, so when Arijit will start working, he will automatically understand that with the development team that the project's too complex to be manufactured within a very short period of time, and we have to assemble and manufacture both the thing in a very short period of time. So we need very simple things. Less hammering should be there. Less nails should be done. Less nails should be done there. Less MDF should be cut there.
That is Bharatiya Gyan. I know all this will happen. I'm saying how will Arijit manage, or what will you advise Arijit to do with the product team, and what will you and that other friend of yours, the other subordinate of yours, do as far as the company product is, the requirement of L'Oreal is concerned?
Sir, as I like to re-emphasize over here, as you have said over there, that Arijit has some issue with that his product, what he had designed is a strong thing, and he's adamant to it that it is a right one. So, as I told you, that the development team will be take care of it, and at last it will come with a failure or a success. But the on the other side, the design is also ready, so we will go with that manufacturing, sir.
So now you're going to manufacture two separate things.
Yes.
Okay. Your boss Mahesh looks at this idea of yours, manufacturing two things, and he says, "Shubham, you're out of your mind. Manufacture two prototypes. This is going to take my entire profit, not only this project, but the next project also."
So I completely agree. The profit will be taken out. But when we use a development team, then we use our waste of, waste out of, we use waste product which are not useful, and we use that for development. We do not use the original manufacturing product, sir. So there was no loss of it, sir.
Okay, Shubham, you are earning 100 and over a lakh rupees a month,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Why do you want to join the army at all? You're doing well for yourself. What do you think is going to be a starting salary in the army?
So I know it will be around 50,000, nearby 50,000. With the adding allowance, it will be around 80,000. But still, the while I'm serving in the country, serving in the MNC company, it is giving me I'm giving a benefit to a foreign client, whether France, US, Germany, or L'Oreal, like big clients. I'm surely going to add money in my account more and more. But the chance of serving the nation while wearing this uniform and for the whole life, rest of the life, that can't be get. And I die, I may be born anyway, but I get a chance to die in the uniform. That will be the most awesome and most, I think,
Okay, so do you have any idea of the percentage of people who die in uniform
well, sir.
versus the number of people who die out of uniform?
So your words, I know that I do not like to go in that facts because my job is to serve the nation rather than going that facts, sir. If I start thinking how many deaths are there, maybe I take the fear. I like to take
Okay,
the count of the Gurkha over here, sir.
percent of the army armed forces personnel who die in uniform. That is, they die on duty. The rest of them die wherever else, because all of us have to die at some point in time.
Yes, sir.
So how does this die in uniform come into picture?
Okay. Sir, dyeing the uniform, I just mean to say that that give me a glory of it. That I get a chance to serve the nation at every point when I wear the uniform. That's my point, sir. As the foreign
Okay.
client is in front of me every time, putting the money in my account will not give me a pride in myself, sir.
Okay, fine. Shubham, this gives me a very good idea about you, your thinking, and your work. But let's take a step back. Starting from 10th standard onwards, tell me about something about the subjects you had, the marks you got, how much effort did you put in to get those marks? Were you satisfied with the marks you got, or you think you should have got more or less? Who were your teachers? Some of the teachers would have impressed you, some of them probably did not impress you as much. Give me an idea about the qualities of the teachers that impressed you and of those who did not. You probably had friends. Some would be close friends with whom you wanted to spend time with and did spend time with. Tell me something about these friends. How did you spend time with them? What were the extracurricular activities you took part in school? And what were the school extracurricular activities available in school? And why did you not take part in all of them?
Okay.
Tell me something about the people that, or your friends, or the colleagues you thought you would like to avoid. Why did you avoid them? What were their qualities? Did you get any pocket money? If you got any pocket money, how much was that pocket money? How did you spend it? If you did not get pocket money, what was your approximate monthly expenditure and where did you spend that money on?
Okay. So starting from my education from class 10th, I did my education from the Avati Modi Academy, and with there my percentage was 9 point. I mean my CGPA was 9.2 CGPA, which is equivalent to 87.5%. And then over there my subjects were there history, polity, then geography, maths, science, and English and Sanskrit also. So there are these are the subjects
How
of
many
mine.
states are there in the country?
So there are 29 states were there. Sir.
Which is the latest?
The latest is Telangana, sir.
Telangana.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
I am, sir.
Okay.
Okay, moving forward back to my education level, sir. Then I like to coming to about my 12th standard where I did my where I was a three subject PCM, and with that I have um, what I mean to say physical education as my subject as a fourth subject, sir, and the English is there, sir, as my fifth subject, sir. And over there I secure sir 60.2%, sir. And after doing that I got admission in BTech in Bharati Devi University where my overall percentage was 62.8%, sir. And over there my main subjects were mechanical design engineering was there, sir, lean manufacturing, sir, and so on, strength of machine elements, sir. And coming to the subjects which I do not like, I like to tell overall, sir, the subject basically I somewhere lack in language subject because they're more about mugging up the things, the literature part. That's about it. But there's nothing as such any dislike about any subject. I always like to learn, and in fact, in English, I have improved in my, especially in 10th standard. And because of that, because of Shalini ma'am, the favorite teacher of mine, my English has been improved and somewhat my vocabulary and the communication skill has been improved because of her. Then a second
Why?
teacher,
Why her? What did you like about her?
so way they she deliver things in front of, give the confidence in front of me. I mean, give confidence me. She told me a one magic trick to improve my communication skill. That is watching movies, watching TV series that period of time, and that has improved my English because somewhat if you watch movies like Hindi Dangal, so you do not say ladai huri, you say dangal. So that's how it improved my vocabulary, sir.
But that is in Hindi. She was your English teacher. So which English movies did you watch?
So English movie, basically, I can tell you the TV series. I can tell you the movies. I do not watch movies much. The one I remember is the Forrest Gump I watched as a movie, and which there is a TV series I watched as Friends. These
So
were the
what are
two.
the three things that you learned from Friends?
So one thing is to improve the communication skill. Second, the American culture, sir. And so third, I like to say that the American culture is way too ahead than Indians. Sir. I mean, the advancement is there.
Advancement. So tell
Yes,
me
sir.
three things you think your the American culture is more advanced than Indian.
So at that period of time, that was series of 1999 that was made in that, and that period of time they already had a metro in their cities, and
So how is
where
that culture? It is infrastructure, I thought.
So I mean, I'm really sorry that infrastructure about it. The culture, I'm really sorry. I take my words back, sir. That infrastructure, the infrastructure is way far ahead than India, sir.
Okay, tell me three differences between culture and infrastructure.
Thus, a culture is the part of the society which society adapt or like to use or adapt with it. Like Indian culture is of wearing sari, where you cannot find an American woman wearing a sari, where the suit and pant is a very common in women, sir. Where the skirt you can see of while wearing a woman, while you probably it's hard to see in the formal culture also that the woman is wearing sari. I mean, wearing skirts, sir. Probably either a suit or sari will be there, sir. That's a basic difference between. I mean, there's a that's a culture. And if we talk about the infrastructure, the infrastructure is the something which we human develop for our assistance, like bridges, metros, train, everything that's
Okay,
and
does infrastructure affect culture or it does not?
infrastructure somewhere. Suppose if you are in metro, you surely do not like to wear sari. Maybe that your sari stuck in the door, then it's a problem. Or elevator, then it's a surely a problem. Maybe you like to choose a jeans
How
over
many
there, sir.
times have you come across an incident in which a sari has got stuck in a metro door in anywhere in India and somebody has got hurt?
So I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying I didn't count over there. Accelerator can be a problem. The accelerating stairs can be a problem where the women find little difficult with the sari. So I can account on that, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
continue.
and so coming back to my the teacher, the second teacher I like is Mayank Parashar, sir. The Mayank Parashar, sir, was a math teacher, and basically he taught me in my 10th standard where I got uh, a high level of improvement where I just scored 98 marks in my maths, 95 plus because there's a grade point A, so A plus plus, so I scored 95 plus. That shows that, and that was a level up where I in the 8th standard I do not score, sir. And the last
So
teacher I like to
between
say,
your 10th and 12th, were you in the same school?
no, sir, I was not.
Okay.
Coming back to sir, then the third teacher was Sachin Jawan sir. He taught us lean manufacturing. That was such a theoretical subject, sir. And that theoretical subject was
Lean
going
manufacturing in 10th standard?
no sir in the college standard. The third teacher I was telling about from my BTech sir.
Oh, this is from your BTech.
Yes sir. So
Okay.
Sachin Jawan sir is he's basically a Maharashtrian. Even having a communication gap, he taught us lean manufacturing such a layman language that even I able to imply in my company also once. And because of that, because the
Give me
Kaizen,
three principles of lean manufacturing.
pardon sir.
Give me three principles of lean manufacturing.
Sir, I'm not that theoretical person too much, but I can tell you that the basic thing is continuous improvement from top to bottom. Sorry, bottom to top.
Bottom to top, top to bottom.
So bottom to top, from the lower part to the highest part, the highest hierarchy, sir.
What happens if you do it the other way around?
So it cannot happen. It will
Why
not
not?
act.
Why
So,
not?
so labor and workers are the main engine, or we can say main part of the company, who always be in the part of manufacturing, who's always interact with the tools, other manufacturing problem, not the higher hierarchy. The manager will never be interact with those problems. So if the Kaizen is not in the root level, then it cannot be implemented, sir.
Okay, fine. Go back, get back to your answer.
So coming back to my answer, then the one thing was left where I told about my subject, my marks, my teachers. Now coming, I'm like to come back to my friends. So in the 10th, 12th, and college, I make several friends, but some of them are very close to mine. That is Shubham Sharma. Then the 12th is with again the Shubham Sharma is there. And when I come to the college level, then Deepak is there. And while I was doing my mechanical design engineering course for 6 months, then Arvind Kumar came up, sir. And these are the four friends of my. I mean, yes, three of my friends are the closest one. Rest, I can say that I do not like to avoid any of them. They are close. I mean, we are friends. We talk. Even their alumni meet is there of school, or we just come together. We talk.
So why are they not close friends?
So there's some kind of bond always built up with some particular person, always with the time.
What builds the bond?
The trust. I remember the Shubham Sharma's.
Give me one specific instance where Shubham Sharma and Deepak Sharma, two of your friends you named, right, upheld your trust, and give me one instance of where somebody of the ones that you think are not so close friends did not uphold your trust.
Okay, so the trust level I like to tell about Shubham Sharma, sir. Shubham Sharma is my friend from 10th to 12th. We are together, and that my mother met with an accident with a truck. and that was a very severe accident, and I do not want to put any kind of pressure on my father that I need some kind of money to even buy a book. And that period of time, my friend Shubham Sharma know about it, and he come to know that Shubham is just trying some Google things and try to prepare for English, which is the most unfavorite subject, or which he struggle, and because of Shalini ma'am he is able to do something. So he helped me out to buy one of the expensive, which is of 800 rupees. He just gifted me over there. And
Okay, now you tell me, Shubham, just in 10th standard you got 87%, in 12th you got 60%. What happened?
Sir, I do not like to take call it as an excuse, but I was in three things involved. One is my mother was met with an accident with a truck. That was one of the heartbreaking thing for our entire family, and somewhat it was a difficult time. Second, I was in the sports also. I started my sports in 11th, that is arm wrestling, sir. And third thing, I have to
You don't
manage.
look like an arm wrestler, you look like a lean, slim guy.
So if you just see me 2 years back, then you will find the broad chest person having a forearm of 14-inch, which normally the people bicep
So what
size.
happened to your forearm of 14-inch? It just disintegrated
Yes, actually, when I stopped arm wrestling, then I lose the muscles. So,
and you lose the muscles
yes, so
so
that's
easily.
so actually it's almost 3 to 4 years now. I didn't do exercise, I just do jogging. That's how it is, sir.
Okay,
So
so someone who exercises, let's say a Pahalwan, a sumo wrestler, if he stops wrestling, he will become lean and slim.
if you consider as a sumo wrestler as compared to me, then there's a big difference, sir. Their diet is extremely different. Their weight is way far beyond the BMI level. So they
So do
surely
you
will seem
think
like.
he will lose weight because he stops wrestling, or he will gain weight?
Sir, it depends if he continue to maintain his health. I have to make sure when I was playing arm wrestling, I have to be under 70 kg.
Okay,
And if you
you are at
see,
70 kgs even now.
yes, but that time I'm too ripped. I'm completely ripped. You can't find a fat in my body. My forearms, it's like like
Okay,
a
continue.
okay. So that was a part my Shubham Sharma has helped me out over there, sir. Then I like to come back to Deepak. So Deepak helped me a lot. We were the friends at the college time, and I was in arm wrestling, and I can't bear a single minute in the academics because most of the time I'm in the practice. So he's the one, he taught me the subject at the last moment. He stood up with me up to 2 a.m. just to make sure that I pass successfully and also play arm wrestling. And none of the other friend, I mean none of the other person give that level of time to me. So therefore these two are the most close to me, and that's the same the case with Arvind also, so.
So if today Shubham Sharma or Deepak Sharma tell you that Shubham, I need help and I need you to come, where is Shubham Sharma located now?
So Shubham Sharma is going to Gurgaon working in Mahindra Tech, sir.
Okay, he is in Tech Mahindra. Fair enough. Is it Tech Mahindra, Mahindra Tech?
Sir, Tech Mahindra, I mistakenly said, sir, Tech Mahindra, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, sir.
Sure.
I'm sure, sir, I'm sure.
Okay. So he is in Tech Mahindra and he gives you a call, okay, at 11:30 in the night and says, Shubham, I'm in trouble. I need you. I need you to come to me now. Okay. You are preparing for your SSB. SSB is scheduled on, today is Saturday. SSB is starting on Monday at Calcutta.
Okay.
It's a naval SSB.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You are in Pune, he is in Gurgaon, you are in Calcutta. SSB starts on Monday morning at 0800 hours. You have to report there. Okay. And he tells you, come to me now. What will you do?
Sir, first like to know what the problem is. If I have something I can help
He
him,
says, I can't tell you. I just need you now.
then I take the first flight and reach to him as soon as possible, and then sort out his problem and take the flight to the connecting flight I will get probably from Bangalore then to Calcutta. Then I will use that and reach to the my port. But I will make sure that when I'm going out from my house to Shubham Sharma, then I make myself prepare for SSB completely and then use the same kit to reach over there, sir. There's no
Okay,
coming
you
back to
reach
Pune.
Gurgaon and you find that there is a transport strike in Delhi.
Okay, sir. So what I'm gonna do, what simply things, sir, just give If there's a transport strike, surely I have few friends over there, sir, in Delhi, and I will call them. Ragini is there over there, I remember. So Ragini, I will call the Ragini who will live near the airport. She will pick up. She will, bring her car out, and she will drop me.
Okay, you reach Delhi airport and you find that your phone is totally discharged.
Okay.
And there is one person outside. He says, "Saab, kahan jana hai?" And you tell him the address. Right? He says, "मैं ले जाता हूँ, 200 रुपए लूंगा."
Hmm. Okay. No problem, sir. 200 is not a big money. I can give it. I work hard. I earn it. For sake of friend, I can do it. The 200 is not a big bucks.
Okay. Shubham Sharma stays about 25 kilometers away.
Okay. No problem, sir. I have to reach. He needed me when his hard time. I will surely reach.
That guy says 200 रुपए लूंगा.
200 रुपए per kilometer. What is it, sir?
200 रुपए total.
200 रुपए 25 kilometers is nothing, sir. I can go, sir. The Pune is much more costly than it, sir.
Okay. So you sit in his car.
Hmm.
Okay. It's like a taxi.
Okay.
Driving out of Delhi airport.
Hmm.
Okay. And in a lonely place, he stops the car, whips out a knife and says, "बच्चू उतर जा, सामान यहीं छोड़ दे."
Okay. Okay. Fine. I will cooperate with him, but I will take a chance over here where I can just hit on his knife hand, and I just throw the knife on the other side, and now he is 1-to-1 with me. And I am an arm wrestler, so I have still a strong arm. So he be ready to get to handle me, sir.
Okay, you're thinking of all that. He says, कुछ सोच मत, तो लेफ्ट हैंड तू दूसरे साइड से बाहर निकल
Okay.
और मोबाइल भी छोड़ दे.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the car right now. So I'm on the, and then now I'm free side. Then I can do anything. I can run away. He has just a knife. What he can do with that?
Okay, सामान छोड़ के you will run away.
So that's just a kid having a shoes, having shorts, having a tie. The document can be an issue over there, but I have a copy of it and a digital copy of it. I will use it and take a printout of it to go to SSB. That's not a big issue. But still, if there, because life is more important, I have to reach to my friend. I have to go to the SSB. Documents I have already. That's not a big
Okay,
deal.
continue.
Okay, so the last part was left with. Uh, let me recall it back, sir. Yes, the last part is about the pocket money, sir. So coming back to the pocket money, sir, I get a little money of rupees 5,000 up to my college level. I like to say in the 12th, I do not get any kind of pocket money. So in that pocket money, I have to take care of my hostel fee. I have to take care of, and that time everything was very cheap. Back in 2013, so I have to take care of my stationery. The tuition fee is already paid in that, and my food. So I have to take care of all these things. I do not remember exactly that time what my food meal is. I think 2,000 rupees was there for 60 days, that period of time, and that was very cheap. And that means 1,000 for 30 days. And the hostel fees around 3,000. Then the 4,000 gone in that, and the rest 2,000 is left that I use in stationery, sir. That's also. That's all the
Okay,
question you asked, sir.
right. While I accept that you had a problem as far as your 10th to 12th is concerned and you got 60% marks there with your mother not being well, okay, but surely your mother was not well for 2 years, or was she?
No, 3 years, sir. It's a hard time, sir.
It was 3 years. Okay. Tell me, how do you keep yourself updated with whatever is happening in the world?
Sir, I basically be updated with the help of internet and YouTube, basically, sir. The YouTube help me a lot. There's one channel called Study IQ Defense Squad is used to get me updated, sir. These things I use, sir.
Great. So, how do you determine what is real news and fake news on YouTube?
So facts are the most important point. And second thing is tark, logic. When there's something present with the logic and the facts, then it can be used by you can use your mind, and it should be
Give me an
neutral.
example where you used tark, that is logic, and facts, that is tathya, your words,
Okay.
in determining what was fake news, which looked like real news to you.
Okay. Fake news is come. That there's a news come that in the Maharashtra become the next hotspot, and the main hotspot is Mumbai for the COVID-19. and the cases were increasing rapidly. And I do not understand what happened. Tablighi Jamaat was in Delhi, suddenly it's happened in Mumbai. It's something of fake news, and somewhat myth is going on.
What was fake in Delhi Jamaat happening?
Pardon, sir.
What is fake in the Delhi Jamaat happening?
So fake is that they all are the carriers. They all purposely carry that COVID-19 from the foreign Muslim people, and that news was spreading widely. And even the WHO has, uh, uh, I mean, said to
Okay,
the Indian government.
what percentage of COVID-19 spread is attributed to the Jamaat, the Tablighi Jamaat in India today?
So attribute I didn't get. What is the meaning of that?
There are people who blame Tablighi Jamaat
Yes, sir.
for having spread COVID-19 in India.
Correct, sir.
So how much or how many people who have been tested positive after the Tablighi Jamaat
Okay.
got affected or infected and they vanished or ran away or disappeared, whatever word you like to use, from Nizamuddin, Delhi? How many people or what percentage of people have been infected because of these carriers in India?
Sir, I do not remember this fact vividly, but what I remember that there were some Indonesian Muslims people, Islamic people who are there. They are the carrier of it. From there are three cases have been came out. The one in Kashmir, who was a Muslim guy who went to Jammu with a train, and once he reached over there, then he died in Jammu. Then second was case in the when those guys who are traveling to Indonesia, they passed through Telangana, and meanwhile they were found positive in the Telangana. These two facts I remember vividly, sir. And third
Okay,
was the case which came for in UP. The guy, no, that's two. Sorry, sir. There's two cases I remember vividly, sir. That's all.
okay. If somebody told you that about 25% plus of all cases that came up in India from approximately 25th March to the third week of April, 25% of these cases had some connection with the Tablighi Jamaat. Would you say it is a truth or it is a lie?
No, this is a incomplete statement. There is no logic, no connection, nothing is there. You said there is something and something fact. How can I believe in that? No.
Okay,
When,
fine. Tell me five things that are happening in India today which you feel are very important, which you think you must know about.
so the first thing is the disturbance in the political crisis. I mean, there's a political crisis in Maharashtra, in my own state where I'm living right now. And there is a health
Okay.
crisis also there, which is going to be infected more. There's a case came, which is I was horrified that the 14 nurses was infected of COVID-19. The reason is that they are not following the central government laws that COVID-19 patients should be
This is a
kept in.
second or it is a part of the first?
So it's a part of the first only. It's a part of the first only.
How
Uh,
is this connected with political crisis in Maharashtra?
So political crisis happened that the CM Uddhav Thackeray Saab is not the part of the legislative assembly, not even upper or lower house of the state assembly. And if he do not become within the 6 months, means up to 27th of May, then it's a very big problem because he has to resign from the CM post. And
Okay.
there are and the governor, I'm forgetting, I think Bhagat, I'm forgetting the governor name right now. And the governor said that he cannot assign for only 2 months, means up to 6 June, for 1 month, the just a member of parliament of upper house, because he has a power to nominate 12 people and 10 people are already nominated. So they are surely a big crisis. Now the political party are in the hustle to get a power rather than hustle to cure COVID-19. And the last 24 hours, I came to know that 1,000 cases hasn't come up only in Maharashtra, and 20% cases of COVID-19 is coming from Maharashtra only. The total death rate is 1,000 right now, sir.
Okay, so political crisis is one. Tell me the second.
Then second, sir, I like to say that the Islamophobia is spreading right now in India, which is not good.
Okay.
We are the secular country. We have to make sure that we stay united when there is a time of difficulty, sir. And WHO
Okay.
has said that
Third.
we need to take care. And coming to third, sir, the third news I like to say, sir, the Goa news. The Goa become the first state to be free of COVID-19. Earlier, the strict action was taken by the CM. where he do not even allow general store to be open. I think this is one of the reason, because general store where the people connect more frequently with each other. And one thing is there that now the general store is only open for certain hours. The large amount of people gather at one place, and that's a big problem, sir. I think the Goa team has taken a very good decision. These are three
Okay.
important
Fourth.
things. So fourth is the economic slowdown. That's a terrifying thing. By 2025, we are aiming for 5 trillion economy, and right now we are 2.5 GDP. We are the seven. We are the highest. I mean, fastest growing economy. Now we are in the lower. The China is now standing only. Now that's a very big
Is
problem.
Chinese GDP growth higher than India's today or lower than India's today?
Sir, I will not say higher or lower, but they are stable. Why? Because they are big cities like Beijing or Shanghai is working. They are open. They do not get infected. They do not get shut down, and that's a very big achievement
Okay.
for them.
Okay.
Uh,
Fifth.
so the fifth news I like to say that yes, the two main legend actors got died, and that's a very sad news. So Rishi Saab and Irfan Khan Saab, the two they worked together in many movies. I'm forgetting one name, but uh, they were legendary
Irfan
actors.
Pathan.
Sir, actually, I just saw it today in the morning one clip of it. There was the
It was
Rish.
Irfan Pathan, right?
No, Irfan Khan, sir, not Pathan. He's a batsman. I
Okay.
mean, a cricketer.
Khan. Okay. Fine.
I wish he lived long.
Okay.
So these were the main five news, sir.
The main five news. Okay. Why do you think there is Islamophobia in India?
So Islamophobia has been just in it because of Tabligh Jamaat. The mistake was that of the Muslim gathering is the only the mistake. They just avoid this notice of lockdown, and that's create a problem. I wish that do not happen. Then maybe the lockdown has been over within just 1 week, and this do not extend up to
Okay.
17
So
weeks.
just one incident has caused Islamophobia.
Sir, yes. This one incident was a major incident that we have seen that that case in UP. What happened that one on a tea shop in the morning when an old guy who is an Islamic person reached to for a tea, a Hindu has killed him by a shot of gun by saying that you are the responsible of the death. That's a big problem. Then we have seen the cases of suicide in Himachal Pradesh, where we have seen that a person was so socially avoided. I mean, the people has avoided him that he feels so isolated that he hang himself. That's a very big problem. But there's a connecting with just a tabligh jamaat that this is the issue. That's not right, sir. I personally believe, sir.
Okay. What is your opinion about India exporting hydroxyhypochlorite to US and so many other countries?
So hydroxychloroquine, basically the name is. I'm sorry if I'm wrong with the pronunciation. It's a very long name. So it's a very big chance for us. We are the giant in pharmaceutical companies. We are the biggest. Even the Chinese and Americans are way behind us. And this is our mocha. I say this mocha, like the demonetization happened and Paytm take his chance. This is our chance. If we give the good quality and give the exact requirement what they need, then tomorrow every country will need this because the quality matters a lot. And the Paytm has
Okay.
captured in the demonetization time and
Which country, which company in Pune is making a vaccine for this thing, for COVID?
sir, I'm not aware of it, sir. I'm really sorry.
Okay. I see you want to join Short Service Commission in the Indian Army. Why
Yes,
short
sir.
service?
Sir, I wish it will be become PC, but right now because of my age, it's short service only left, sir.
Okay. What makes you feel that you'll be a good army officer?
So I will be, as I'm already a team leader, I always take care of my juniors, and that will happen same in the armed forces, sir. Secondly,
But here you were willing to give to sacrifice Mr. Arijit for profits of the company.
no, sir, I like to re-emphasize over there. I do not compromise with the profit. I use the waste product of the something which is I do not from the product making from recycling. The development team always make a product from recycling. They do not
Yes,
use
in that case, why were you so you were perfect? If it is a waste product from recycling, so you could have made two products right in the beginning, as far as Arijit is concerned. But you are willing to say, okay, Arijit, go hop, we will do this.
So the first thing is that when the Arijit was stubborn over there, that he want to make it. Okay, maybe his idea is too
Okay,
good,
fine,
but
continue.
pardon, sir.
Continue.
Hmm. Sir, I'm sorry. I think I'm missing the link over here. The last. I think I have
I asked
answered.
you, I asked you what makes you think you will be a good army officer.
Oh, I'm really sorry. So there are two things I have told about it. The one is the risk, sir. Second, I'm very socially adaptable. I'm living in Maharashtra from last 6 years, sir. So that is will make me very adaptable. I'm from basically UP. I'm comfortable with the language also, sir. And the third thing is I will, as I take care of my juniors, I will take care of in the army. I will take care of my juniors also, sir. And I'm always ready to take the risk wherever it is needed, sir. And I'm too
Give
determined,
me an
man.
example of where you took a risk.
So I like to give an example of arm wrestling. That's one of the most prominent place where I have taken a huge risk. There was no sources, no coaches in Pune. Basically in Delhi it is there. And I've decided that I want to achieve that gold medal in the state championship and I want to go to national and international also. So I decided I need a team player. So I made a Pune Arm Wrestling Club. I use social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, notice board, and even take the help of the head of the department. And finally I be able to not only able to build the team, I achieved the gold medal and my teammates also win the gold medal in the Maharashtra state championship. We get 3 medals and that was the youngest club who gets such a great glory. Only 5 participants has take part in the state championship and 3 have won already the gold medal.
Okay. So supposing I ask one of these three people who won the medals,
Hmm.
other than you, to tell me what are Shubham's three strengths and three weaknesses, what will they tell me?
So 3 strength, they will say that Shubham not ready to give up.
Okay.
Second, he will just use anything to learn it. He's just ready to learn every time.
Hmm.
I use my weekends to learn what I have left it, because if you remember I told that I Deepak helped me in my studies because I do not study. That means I totally spend my time in arm wrestling where I do not have a coach. I watch online videos, I learn from it, I repeat it, I watch in slow motion that what moves head arm wrestler has taken so that I can learn it or it. Then third thing I say that strong communication, because I coached them. I was not a national player that moment of time and I
Okay.
able to.
Weaknesses.
Pardon, sir?
The weaknesses.
So weaknesses, they will say that I left everything in for the one goal. That's the biggest weakness they will ever say. The social life, I think that time I risk it because somewhat my friends more become in the Pune Arm Wrestling Club than my college level. I
Okay.
just to. And second, I like to say, sir, my weakness is the Marathi over here because I'm in right now a manufacturing company. I'm 6 years in the Pune, but my language of the Marathi command is not that good. And last, I like
Okay.
at that period of time, even because they're Marathi aspirant, I mean Marathi arm wrestlers also there, so I'm not able to communicate. I have to communicate in English only because they're the common language there. And third thing which is left, sir, that those fellow people will tell. That's hard to tell. The two weakness they can tell very straightforwardly. Uh, just too much time spent on exercise. That was the one reason I'm not able to go to international. Too persistent over one thing that harm my performance in my internet for the national qualifying round, sir.
Okay. So Shubham, the last 1 hour or so, I have been asking you questions and you've been answering. Is there something you want to ask me?
Well, sir, I just like to know that your experience in the armed forces are so awesome. Just if you just give me one instance where I can get little more inspiration, sir, then we'll be very thankful to you, sir.
Shubham, that'll be a very long answer, and I don't think we would have that kind of time right now. Okay, but suffice it to know that I've experienced virtually everything that you think one could have experienced.
Okay.
Right. Okay. That's been a pleasure talking to you, Shubham. It's been nice knowing you. And do keep in touch. All the very best to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shubham.
अभी कमांडर चकवाई साहब ने मेरा इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट किया, बड़ा मजा आया। आई होप आपको भी मजा आया हो। अब यहाँ पर आती है कहानी फीडबैक की। अब कमांडर चकवाई साहब फीडबैक देंगे। वो फीडबैक एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट है और मैं कहूंगा यहाँ पर पेपर पेन उठा लो, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बोले हुए कमांडर चकवाई सर के शब्द आपके पीआई में काम आ सकते हैं कहीं ना कहीं। सो गेट रेडी फॉर द फीडबैक, लेट्स स्टार्ट। Sir, last time you have conducted my interview. So, what's your feedback? What do you think that Shubham Varshney is capable of getting recommended, or there's some borderline case, or he just failed?
Great. Lovely chatting with you, Shubham, and it was indeed a pleasure to interview you. Right now, I'm going to be talking to you more as a friend, as a mentor, not as an interviewer. So there's going to be a slight difference in the roles, and you will also notice a slight difference as far as my tone is concerned.
Okay.
Okay, this is now going to be a very friendly discussion that you and I will have as far as your capabilities, the fact that you are a diamond in your own right, and how is it that we need to polish you to be able to clear the immediate hurdle of getting through as far as your SSB is concerned. Right. But before I go into greater details, tell me what is your feelings? How do you
So,
think your interview went? Where do you think you were right and where do you think you were not so good?
also, I did some mistake in the facts. Basically, saying
Okay.
Islamophobia, I felt that I'd said little more. More precise if I've been in with a fact file, then it will be more better. I personally feel that was
Okay.
one of the biggest mistake of mine, and
Okay.
that maybe at some places I am rational, too rational. That was too good. But I think it's too impressive to you also that he's too good in that knowledge also. But there's drastically some cases he's just not sure about the things. So I think that was part which is lacking somewhere. That's only feel, but I personally feel that you will recommend me.
Okay. Great. And how do you think your interview went?
It's pretty good. I personally feel.
Okay.
That's why I feel that
Where do you think you did very well and where do you think you did not do so well
so
in the interview alone?
I think in the fact file case I didn't do it good. And the one thing that little I'm concerned when the Arijit case was there, because what actually happened in the company, I told the truth. Because we
Okay.
allow the innovations in our company, and that should happen. And the admin case always
Okay.
happen. But let's see what आपको जो लगा वो तो अलग ही होगा. I'm sure. So
Right. So, Shubham, I'll talk from the heart rather than from the mind.
okay,
I find you to be a very high borderline candidate.
okay,
Okay. You have the ability to go through, you have the potential to go through. However, there are a few areas that you need to work on. Okay. I'll start with what I like first, and then I'll tell you the areas where I think you need to improve. I like your confidence. Okay. You come across as a very confident guy who knows what you're talking about. Okay. I definitely like the ability with which you put your point across. So power of expression is fairly good. I don't find anything wrong there, anything there. You maintain a very lively facade. Your face is very lively, very expressive. And I did put you under pressure. I could see you sweating in a couple of places, but you still did not lose your smile, which is a very good thing. That's what I like. I think you're determined. I don't find any problems as far as your courage and stamina is concerned. Stamina, I'm not very concerned because, frankly speaking, it's very easy to build stamina. Right. I find you to be a reasonably well settled, well socially adapted guy. I find you to be a little above average as far as intelligence is concerned, but reasonable, but at places very selective in using your brains, where you could use them much better. Right. I think you are reasonably good as far as organizing is concerned. Though I do not specifically give you a real-time organizing situation, but if you go back to your situations that I put you in, they all had an element of organization in it, including when you went to help your friend and you were flying off to Delhi. There was an element of organization there, right?
yes, sir.
I put a situation there and I said that taxi driver is showing a knife and made you get down. Even there, you could display your organizing capability in the sense that you said, I don't mind the clothes going, you don't mind the documents going because you have duplicates, which shows the ability to organize and think. Okay, so which is why I did not deliberately put a situation which is directly organizing.
Okay,
Okay, what is it that I think you need to work on? One, you are very verbose.
okay,
You're telling me a story where I've asked you a specific instance. Go back and think. I said, give me an instance where you had a difference of opinion with your boss and with your subordinate. And you gave me the entire story of what your company does. I never asked you that. That was the previous question. You're still stuck on your previous question.
Okay.
Right? At many places, you wanted to give me a background, a foreground, and this thing and that thing without coming to the point. Which is why at places you would have noticed, I was abrupt and said, next. Okay, next point. If you recollect the strengths and weaknesses or the 5 points, I said, I told you second, third, fourth. Right? I was hurrying you around. Okay, I was also trying to put some pressure on you. Okay, but the fact is, you're very verbose. When you're that verbose, you are likely to make stupid errors, where you may say things which you didn't really mean to, or have no meaning. But it's also showing another plane, your lack of ability to organize your answer. So you're using that as a time to think of the actual answer while you're rattling out something which is irrelevant.
Okay.
Second, I do feel you get under pressure, though you don't try to show it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you where. When I started questioning you about Arijit, and I kept getting into little more detail, look at your face at that time. You could sense that you're now getting irritated or tense as to why is it that I'm not letting go this point. Okay. Similarly happened when I started questioning you on culture versus infrastructure. Okay. Third, you take very good initiative where you're required. For example, the initiative when you took to understand arm wrestling, either this thing. The initiative you took as far as getting to do your schooling, your academics, while taking care of your mother, you got your friends to help you. The friends would not have helped you if you were not deserving of help. Let me put it like this. Okay, right? So these are things that you have to. Now go back to your questions. I asked you a long question, took you on a small ride here and there. Okay, when I said come back to your original question, you went haywire. And you have to be reminded what I was asking you.
Yes.
Again, so you have to be able to pay attention to what is being asked and answer what is being asked rather than beat around the bush. Okay, so that's one thing which I think you need to work on. Okay, while you are socially very adjusted, at a subconscious level, you are an introvert. You have a lot of friends, you pose yourself as an extrovert by maintaining a very good exterior. You make very few friends and you show yourself as more of a closed version of what you could be, not the wholly open version of what you are. That's how you show. You're really speaking a little bit of an introvert side. I don't know how right or wrong I am. You'll know that better. Okay. But you tend to be very selective in making friends. You are not assertive at all. You are more or less a person who goes with the flow. You don't tend to change the flow too much. Unless you're desperate about it. And that's probably the reason why you had problems in clearing your screening. But don't forget, screening is a place where assertiveness is probably the more important thing than everything else. You may have written a fantastic story. Your body language could be God's gift to Mother Earth. You recited your story well. But when it came to the discussion part, your contribution there may not have been significant enough. And don't forget, the assessor has just about 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes at the outside to gauge whether you should be in or out. Okay, it is your assertive quality which you need to work on a little more Okay, which means along with logic, certain amount of assertion has to be there. Now come back to your situations. Arijit, okay, you are the boss, he was an intern, you heard him patiently, you allowed him to go to the uh, development section, right? And there he still had a problem and you are still raving. That's the place you could have been assertive and told him, okay, okay, buddy, it's not working, come back and let's get to this. We'll come back to your thing later. No
Okay.
assertion.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, in most of whatever I was asking you, your assertiveness didn't come through. Right. So those are the areas I think you need to work on. You will obviously need to enlist the help of your friends. Okay. You will obviously have to start being assertive with them and tell them, okay, where is it that you feel I've gone overboard as far as assertiveness is concerned. Okay. So that you get to the right mix of, the assertiveness versus logic. Because if you
Okay.
are going to lead, there is democracy to a point, but thereafter the boss is right.
Okay.
Right? You are willing to accept the boss is right. When I got Mahesh to say Cheetah is off, I got Mahesh to say we are losing on this thing. Right? You're trying to come back to what you had to do,
Okay.
but you are not getting your people to do what they had to do.
Okay. I got
Right?
your point. That's a very
So
valid
that is
point.
something which you need to work on.
Hmm.
Other than that, I don't find you. The only reason why I said high borderline is because of a dichotomy in terms of your logic.
Okay.
Some places very good logic, some places not so good logic. So I would rather check how it works out with the others. And that will happen only at the conference level. It doesn't happen at the, because I will never speak to the GTO or the psychologist
Okay.
before the conference. And if all of them put you in the question mark space, then you are in trouble.
Yes, I understand that, sir. So, I like to ask one question over here, sir. As you say,
Yes,
high
please.
borderline case. The total marks for one section of testing is 225 marks, if I'm not wrong, and passing marks is 90.
Shubham, let me put this straight away out of your head. Too much knowledge is dangerous.
Okay.
If you start looking at 225 marks, how many marks will I get? Will I get 75? Will I get 80? Will I get 84, 89? Boss, that's not your job.
Okay.
Your job when you go to an SSB interview is to do well. Your job is to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Because you would have realized the same thing has been asked to you multiple times, and I have come back to Arijit more than once.
Yes, sir.
Right? I came back to general knowledge more than once,
Yes, sir.
and there is no set pattern. So you must understand that in most of the SSBs, while there is a set pattern on many things are left to the discretion of the assessor. Okay. So don't try to put things in a straight jacket and say this means this. It doesn't work that way. Your job when you go to an SSB is, like I said, three things. One, be yourself. Don't try to be something which you are not. Will never help you, will never succeed. Second, don't mug up an answer and go. You don't know what is going to be asked. Therefore, what answer are you going to mug up?
Okay.
Third, you must understand that you are a diamond in your own right. Not every diamond fits into every garland. A diamond like Abdul Kalam, a diamond like Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan did not fit into the garland of the Indian Army or the Indian Air Force. But it fit in the garland of cinema, of science, of technology, so many other things. I can rattle out a list of very great people who at some point in time did not clear their SSB interview. It doesn't mean that they are bad. Right? Any SSB coaching is preparing you for an SSB or an interview called life. It's not coaching you for just an SSB. You have to clear the interview called life to be good in your own right. That's what you should look to be. SSB will happen on its own if you are good enough on your own, as far as the garland of the Indian Army is concerned. Okay. So therefore, your objective in going to an SSB should be simple. You're going there to be yourself, to be honest to yourself, do well and enjoy. Don't take stress, don't take pressure, don't imagine if this guy has asked me this, it means this. He has not asked me this, that means he does not like this.
Okay.
Okay. So no, let's not go into marks, let's not go into those parts. I would rather you think about an overall picture rather than individual pictures. And then that's why I said I started with the overall picture as far as you're concerned. I find you a very high candidate at the borderline. Very high because certain things, if you had shown, not shown, you would have been on the other side of the line. Right?
Okay.
Your objective today is not to assume that you cannot clear. My feeling is you will clear. Okay. But you have to work on these 3-4 things. Okay. So where do you need to work on? You need to work on 3 or 4 things. 1, reduce your verbosity. Listen to the question. Answer the question to the point. Keep in mind where you left off and come back to that point. Second, in terms of knowledge, I find your knowledge is reasonably good. Okay, keep that up. You can always gain more and apply more logical thought to whatever you know. Third, you will have to try to be more assertive. Right? Because assertion is required in leadership as much as logic and persuasion. So I would like you to be a little more assertive. Fourth, be reasonably logical in most things that you do. Right? Therefore, while you are showing initiative in certain directions, you are not showing equal initiative in certain others. While you are reasoning out certain decisions of yours, some decisions of yours come out as not reasoned as well. Those are areas that you need to work on and improve. Please go ahead and ask me as many questions as you would like, because my objective here is to be able to clear whatever cobwebs you might have.
So one thing I like to say, as a reasonability is a mother of all OLQ, and you put a question mark over there of doubt, then how more impactful? You say it's a borderline. So if the reasonability, if again maybe I'm wrong because I'm taking too much knowledge inside me, and I'm in a habit of it. But still, don't you think कि ये बंदा हो सकता है? आपने कह तो दिया हो जाएगा, हाई प्रायोरिटी है इसकी, आज नहीं तो कल हो जाएगा, but फिर भी.
Look, why do I say that your reasoning is okay or reasonably good? Because your reasoning in many areas comes out very logical. Okay, let me give examples, because rather than saying a motherhood statement, think of the situation I put you in. Your friend Sharma was in trouble. He rang you up at 10 in the night and said, Kuch bhi kar, abhi aaja. You wanted to ask him what happened. He told you nothing. Right? What did you do? You flew to Delhi. Great. But you actually packed up everything to be able to go for your SSB to Calcutta. Logic. Well reasoned out. Right?
Okay.
Come back to the situation where I put you in the taxi driver. Here you do not use your logic. I drew attention to it a second time. Okay. Remember I told you that Sahib said 200 rupees dosa. You said 200 rupees is very comfortable. Okay. You didn't know where your friend stays, or I didn't tell you where your friend stays. Then I told you also. Your friend is staying 25 kilometers away. Your answer was 25 kilometers or 200 rupees. Very, very logical. Now at midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, nobody there, transport strike on. How logical is it for that guy to ask you only 200 rupees?
Okay.
You didn't use your head here. But in the same side, when I gave you that logic of that guy whips out a knife, right? You are quite happy in letting him take your saman because you said, sir, उसमें कोई सामान तो है नहीं, कपड़े हैं and documents हैं. I have the PDF versions of the document in the on cloud. मैं डाउनलोड कर लूंगा, प्रिंट कर लूंगा, मैं चला जाऊंगा, नो प्रॉब्लम्स. कपड़े खरीद लूंगा. I am earning enough. So now look at the dichotomy. In the same 45 seconds gap or 1 minute, whatever time that incident or that situation took, very logical, illogical, very logical.
Yes,
So it shows that a logical reasoning is perfectly fine. Right? Which is why I said very high probability.
Okay.
Right? At multiple places, small bits of poor logic come up like this.
Okay.
Okay, it's not just at one place. And that's the reason I kept asking these type of questions. Because I sensed it in the first place when I made you talk about yourself, Pune and here and there, right? And then I started sensing it in another place, and therefore I tried to knock it down and bring to one point, a specific point. I came back to it a third time.
Okay.
Right? Because you come across almost consistently logical with only 3 areas in each of my 3 situations, illogical, I had to put you as high probability. Otherwise you would have been clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
But again, when you are sitting in front of an SSB, please try and understand, you will never remember whatever I have told you. Don't even try to remember. It doesn't work. Because whenever you are under pressure, 99% of whatever you know becomes zero. Your brain doesn't work. It is that 1% of your brain which has to work to ensure that you get through. What we are trying to do now is to hone that 1% so that logically you come up, and you have to do this as a part of your internal systems. Your personality has to become that logical. Which is why I keep telling you, don't mug up an answer. You cannot mug up an answer. It has to become a part of your personality. So logical thinking is a part of your personality to a very large extent.
Okay.
You have to strengthen it.
Okay. That's all. I think that's a very deep one. I think I'm really sweating now. So I get the answer now. Thank you so much, sir, for valuable time. And I hope the many aspirants will going to get help from it. And surely they will meet you in cracksbmasterclass.com, and they have getting a chance to get you personal interaction with you, sir.
I look forward to that, Shubham. My objective is to be able to, like a jury, polish the diamond in a manner that he gets through the SSB, right? But like the same jury, I want him to remain a diamond which will get through virtually any situation in life, any interview in life. Thank you very much, Shubham. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
All the very best, and do keep me informed about whatever happens as far as your future is concerned.
Thank you, sir. I will surely, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you. All the best. Bye.
अभी कमांडर चकपाई साहब ने तो मेरी पूरी की पूरी पर्सनैलिटी खोल के रख दी, एंड आई वाज डैम क्लियर अबाउट कि मुझे नेक्स्ट टाइम क्या करना है. एंड आई होप कि जहाँ सर ने मुझे बॉर्डर लाइन केस बनाया है वहां से मैं कंफर्म बन के आऊंगा और रिकमेंड होकर आऊंगा। सो आई वॉज डैम इम्प्रेस्ड एंड आई विल श्योरली गोइंग टू ज्वाइन क्रैक एसिड मास्टर क्लास नेक्स्ट टाइम। आप भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, उसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा। रजिस्ट्रेशन इसके 5 to 10 तक है मई में। ये सिर्फ मंथ में 2 बार खुलता है, मतलब मई में सिर्फ 2 बार, और यकीन मानो ये लॉकडाउन का टाइम मिल रहा है। तो लॉकडाउन में अगर आपको ऐसा मौका मिल रहा है तो मेरे हिसाब से जाओ। अच्छा, मेरे को एक किसी ने डाउट पूछा था कि यार मेरे पास घर में वाईफाई नहीं है तो क्या मैं ये क्लासेस ज्वाइन कर सकता हूँ? हाँ, यहाँ पर सिर्फ आपको जियो जो है आपके पास होना चाहिए, या एयरटेल या वोडाफोन जिसमें 4G डाटा पैक आता हो, और बस 1 GB डाटा पैक चाहिए आपका पूरा इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करने के लिए। दैट कैन बी वेरी बेनिफिशियल एंड गेट इनसाइड ऑफ इट। आपकी किसी भी एसएसबी में ना सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये होता है कि आप पर्सनैलिटी इंप्रूव करके जा रहे हो, क्योंकि ये पर्सनैलिटी टेस्ट है। कहीं से रट्टा मार के कुछ चले जाओगे, ये बोलना है वो बोलना है, तो आपका गुड़ गोबर होने वाला है और कुछ नहीं। तो मैं लेता हूँ आपसे विदा। जय हिंद, टेक केयर, बाय बाय, एंड आई होप ये पूरी की पूरी वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेजेबल रही हो।
मैं उनको रोज सोचता हूँ, मैं उनको रोज सोचता हूँ। वो है अंतिम पगों के निशान।